Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing very fabulous. So today's video, I'm going to show you some fall palettes. It's that time of year, pumpkin spice, it's in the air, and the weather is cooling down, and it is time to pull out our fall palettes. So I'm going to show you some of the palettes that I have that I think are great for fall, that would achieve really beautiful fall looks. No particular order, no ranking in this. I do have a mix of drugstore and high-end, and I'm just going to give you a very brief kind of synopsis of each palette and why I think it's really good for fall. But really, once you see them, it'll speak for itself. But before I get right into it, my name is Carrie. I love makeup. Let's keep it simple and fun. So please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And for those of you who already subscribed, y'all are the best. You already know how I feel about you. I have wonderful subscribers. I really appreciate your support. So thank you very much. Okay, so I do have a little bit of notes to keep myself on track, because if you've been watching me for a while, I start talking about something and then I go off in left field, and I don't know where I end up. I don't know where. So anyway, so I do have a little bit of notes. So if you see me look down, it's just to keep myself on track so this video is not an hour long. But anyways, the first palette, and again, you guys, this is no particular order, okay? This palette is called, this is from LA Girl, and this is their foreplay in Juicy. And I mean, really, it speaks for itself. I have used this palette. These mattes blend out really beautifully, and these shimmers are great. It's a very good quality. It's only $5.99 in Ulta. I don't know if your local Walmart sells LA Girl, but so I'm not really sure the price there, but you're not going to get a very diverse look, but you're going to get a very light and very pretty fall look with this palette. So definitely worth a look at this palette. They have several other colors. I noticed at Ulta like 4 or 5 different color schemes, but that one in Juicy is really nice for fall. All right, next, these, no surprise, I've got the ABH Soft Glam and I got ABH Rose Metals. Now, Soft Glam, I mean, look at this. You've got some nice deep oranges in here. You've got these deep browns. You've got just these nice coppery colors. And it's a beautiful color story. It's a staple in a lot of people's collection. I do think that this is a great palette for every occasion. You can get very soft glam looks. So if you don't want anything too heavy, this is a perfect palette. This one right here can give you a more intense glam look, that noir right there. But this one, it's great. Now the Rose Metals differs just a little bit. Let me show them to you side by side, but let me show you that. Let me show it to you by itself really first. But I mean, does this not scream fall? When you look at them side by side, you can definitely see a difference. Rose Metals, it's grungy. I love this kind of grungy, it's got these like metallic shimmers in there that's going to give you very high shine, whereas these you're not going to get as high shine with the shimmers and the glitters. It'll be soft, it'll be really pretty, but this one, if you want a little bit more of an intense look, then you can definitely get that with this. Especially like this one here, like Rose Fire, like this one right here, it's called Rose Fire. Show it to you. Oh, look at that pretty little baby, huh? That is so pretty. Also got Haze right here, and you've got Nocturne right here. I mean, look at those, just wow. Huge color payoff. Definitely a good color payoff with the Rose Metals, more so than the Soft Glam. But again, it's a personal preference, so all right. Okay, the next one is Avocado Toast by BH Cosmetics. This is, I know at first, oh, there went the little paper. I know at first when you look at this palette, don't get thrown off by this like bright pink in here. Stay more like down in here, this area. Here you've got this color right here called Paprika, and it's like a reddish, just like orangey red. It's really pretty. You've got this color right here, these 2 darker tones right here. You also have this Haas Avocado, which is just stunning. You've got this nice like shimmer, like Got that nice shimmer color like that. Look at that. So beautiful. Particular palette is actually what I have on this eye. And so I just took Paprika as the transition. I took Pit. I took Pit in the outer V and in the crease area. I did take this one here called Expensive, and I put it right there kind of on the outer lid right there, not quite as far out where the outer V is. And then I took Haas and I put that on the inner lid. And then I took a little bit of lemon pepper and mixed it with avocado. That's what that is, avocado. And then I put that as the inner corner highlight, and I brought it up over just a little bit. And then what did I do? I think I just, whatever was left over, I did a little bit of a brow bone highlight. So that's what that looks like. And then underneath the lower lash line, I took Haas and Pit and just mixed them and just put them under there. So that's what I have on this eye. So this is another great palette. Just, you know, ignore the pink salt color. All right, moving on, we have the Urban Decay Honey Palette. The Urban Decay Naked Honey Palette is the official name. I still have the brush in there. But look at this. My gosh, does this not scream fall time? These are mostly a yellow undertone. So you're not gonna get a real intense look because it doesn't offer a real dark color. I think, man, this one right here, that's the darkest you're gonna get. But you know, let me show it to you close. My eye immediately goes to this color right here, Honey. Oh man. What a nice, you know, so when I was talking about more of a yellow tone, you're not gonna have, it's not gonna have an orangey or a reddish undertone to it, or look or hue to the eye. It's gonna look more yellow. So if this is not your cup of tea, I get it, I can understand that. But beautiful for fall time. What a great palette to pull out for fall. All right, moving on. We have to show some love to Ace Beauty. We have to show some love to Ace Beauty. Now, I'm gonna open these palettes. They need no explanation. As soon as I show them to you, you're gonna go, yes, I see, I understand. Now, this one's Begonia. This one's Flora. I mean, really? I have used both of these palettes. Let me bring them in a little bit. Let me bring them in a little closer to you. I've used both of these palettes and phenomenal quality. Phenomenal. The mattes blend beautifully. The glitters, the shimmers, the duochromes, absolutely phenomenal. Stunning, stunning looks. And then I also want to give a little bit of love to Ace Beauty's Aura palette, because you can really get some amazing fall looks with this. You got these earthy tones down here. You've got kind of like this deep kind of brick red right here. You know, you don't want to put that, you know, maybe that pastel purple there, but you know, you can really deepen things up with these purples right here. You've got these greens down here. You know, you've just got a lot of beautiful fall themed looks you could do with this palette. So I just wanted to give a little bit of love to that. Moving on, what is next? Oh, okay, one of my favorites. One of my favorites, Morphe's No Silent Nights. This was their big artistry palette that they came out with for Christmas last year, their holiday palette. Now, fall. This says fall all over it. I mean, with the exception of maybe this blue here, okay, but if you just take that away, every single row is all fall. And I have to say, this is probably my favorite drugstore purchase from last year, and it's still going strong in 2023. This is a phenomenal palette. The quality is impeccable. The mattes blend beautifully. These shimmers, these glitters, they are beautiful. They just work so well. They're smooth and they're buttery and they sparkle on the eye. I've done several videos on my channel with this palette. I can't say enough good things about it. It is so good. Just a side note, I have seen some of these palettes, the Morphe No Silent Nights, at TJ Maxx. So, you know, if you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. It is a good quality palette. One of the best qualities that Morphe has ever come out with. And I do want to point this one out too. This is the Morphe Cabernet Blush. This was kind of like their smaller holiday palette that they came out with last year. This is a great fall palette. Look at these like burgundy hues down here, kind of like a lighter Cabernet, maybe not as dark, but it's a beautiful kind of wine color burgundy. Man, burgundy also so good for fall time. I think sometimes we forget about the rich wines and the burgundies and these reddish tones sometimes because we get so swept away with like the oranges and the browns and the earthy tones and like the coppers and the, you know, the kind of those types of colors. So, but anyways, good, especially this one, perfect. I'm really excited for their fall release. Hopefully it'll be good. I hope it's as good as this one because that quality is outstanding. I can't say enough about it. All right, I have to show a little love to Tom Ford because if you shop at the cosmetics company store like I do, then you can get Tom Ford for like $20 instead of $90 for these little quads. This quad right here is called, sorry, I just dropped everything that on the floor. That's what all that racket was. Ruckus. That's what all that ruckus was. No, I will not describe the ruckus because you guys have already heard it. This is, comment below if you know what movie that's from. This is called Desert Fox. Very orange, okay? 3 mattes in here, and then this one is a shimmer. If that's not your cup of tea, I understand, I get it, but I was thinking pairing it with the Lava Luster palette. Look at that beauty. These are all high, like metallic shine, glittery colors. And honestly, I think I just put it in this list because I just wanted to swatch these for you because they're just so darn beautiful. So let me just do that really quick. Here's what they look like on my hands. Oh, they're just so beautiful. That is like the epitome. Let me put a little bit more of this one. This one I use at Christmas time. Really, you could use these for Christmas also, but just really beautiful shine, really beautiful. Could really add a lot of depth to this Desert Fox or just give it a different kind of tone on the eye. So if anybody who shops at the cosmetics company store, you know, I do love that Lava Luster palette, like for Christmas is really what I use it for. It's just, oh, so shiny. I'm wiping my arm and it's just leaving a bunch of glitter behind. I love that. All right, so let's move on. Let's keep this train rolling, this pumpkin spice latte train moving. All right, my next one is the Natasha Denona Face Glam Palette, and this one's in dark. But again, no explanation. I mean, when I show this to you, it's gonna make a lot of sense. These mattes, there's 3 mattes, and you've got these 2 like shimmery colors here. Beautiful. And then that's a blush. I think that's a cream blush. And then this is a highlight. And it's really nice because it's got like a little flap so that you don't get any like, you know, transfer in there. But this one right here is called, I don't know what it's called. It doesn't say. It says outer corner. It doesn't give you names. I mean, beautiful. And they complement those mattes so well. I want to swatch the highlight in here for you. Oh, so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah. Gorgeous. I actually recently used this palette in my latte, the viral latte look. And it was top-notch quality. And I purchased this Black Friday, I think last year. It was like 30 bucks. So I buy a lot of my stuff on Black Friday. So you know my eye is open. My ears and my eyes, boy, I'm waiting for Black Friday. Hopefully they've got some good stuff. I mean, just across the board as far as makeup goes. All right, anyways. All right. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention about this, Perfect for travel. If you're gonna be out for a night or two, let's say you just getaway weekends, this would be perfect for, you know, a beautiful fall look. You've got your blush in here, you've got your highlight, and you would have beautiful eyes. So that's, I wanted to mention that too. All right, so the next palette, it's the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. It's a great little palette. If you just don't look at like the top right here, like these three right there, you can see fall. In fact, this is the palette that I have on this eye. Let me come in a little bit more so you guys can see it. So what I did was, is I put this color right here. There's no names, there's numbers, but I'll just point to it. I put this as my transition. This I put in the crease. One right here went in the outer V a little bit, mixed with this one. So this one and this one, ooh, not that blue one, but this one was kind of the outer, my outer V. And then I put a little bit of this one on the kind of like the middle lid here. And then I used this one right here for the inner lid. And then I mixed this one and this one for the inner corner, and I brought it up and over a little bit. And then this top one right here, I used as the brow bone highlight. So anyways, great little palette. I actually got this from TJ Maxx not too long ago for $5.99. And I was thinking, wow, this would be great for fall. All right, so moving on to ColourPop's Wild Child. This is a phenomenal palette for fall time. Look at those. I recently used this palette in my Unused Forgotten Palette series, and I was like, this is a great palette for fall. I'm gonna keep this out. I want to keep this out kind of on my vanity so that I can use this a little bit more often. The mattes, beautiful, blended beautifully. This one right here is like a pressed glitter. Man, boy, is it. It is chunky. I can feel the glitter in there, but gosh, it just added some beautiful sparkle to the eye. I feel like ColourPop has very good consistent quality. So if you're looking for a palette, a fall palette, and you don't know where to start, but you really want to get something, go to ColourPop. They have more than just this. This is more of a darker palette with some really dark, you know, tones to it. Oh, here comes the sun. I'm sorry if my picture is changing, I'm sure, in the color. You're gonna get some very dark tones with this. So if you don't want something this dark, then go to a different ColourPop. Man, they've got a ton of palettes, and the quality is always really good with ColourPop. They're solid. Yeah. All right, so now, oh, I have to show some love to Moira. Okay, these two palettes. This one is called Time to Shine. Let me show them to you separately. I mean, these are just earthy. These are browns. These are, you know, you've just got a great quality. Moira Beauty has got phenomenal quality. No matter what you're going to get, everything that I purchased from Moira, oh, did I get anything on my face? No. Everything that I've gotten from Moira, absolutely stunning. Their max blend, superb. Their glitters, their shimmers, their pressed glitters are on point with high end. I'm serious. I can't remember what palette it was, but I remember using a Natasha Denona palette, one of her minis. That's great. It was great. Oh, the gold palette. And it having the same beautiful effect as the glitters in one of these palettes. I can't remember which one, but I do specifically remember it was Moira Beauty. Now this one is called A Moment with You. Ah, look at this one. Oh my gosh, yes. So, these are so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that, baby. I mean, really. That is so pretty. I mean, super pretty. Great great quality. They also, Moira Beauty also has the best, in my opinion, liquid, their Diamond Dazzle liquid shadows. This one is called Eye Contact. I think it is absolutely perfect for fall time. And it just, I don't know if you can see how it glitters. It is so, so beautiful. So if you want something that is a very high shine, high glitter, that is like a fall type look, Eye Contact from Moira Beauty. Their Diamond Dazzles, excellent. All right, moving on, moving on. Okay, so hear me out on this one. This is the Essence Out in the Wild, but this is specifically called I don't know if I can say it with a straight face. Don't Stop Believing. Don't Stop Believing. Okay, but anyways, very green. Okay, you got greens and browns in here and some shimmers. You have no oranges, no yellows, no deep reds, nothing. But the quality of this palette is phenomenal. You're gonna get a very beautiful look. Mattes blended beautifully. The shimmers worked great. And I think this was only like $10.99 at Ulta. So when I say hear me out about this palette, I'm thinking, think about your overall look. Think about, you know, you're going on a day trip, you're gonna run errands, whatever it is that you're gonna do. You are wearing a nice pair of jeans. Maybe you got some nice little boots with a heel on there. You've got a beautiful, maybe off-white kind of shirt, and you've got like this beautiful scarf that's like a deep, like orange, kind of rusty orange with some reddish tones in there. And then you got some eyes like this. Oh, a match made in heaven. So when I think about a palette like this, I think of your overall look. You know what I mean? How, you know, just the beautiful, like a scarf, like with this particular kind of like orange, where it's a little bit deeper, not so bright. Oh my gosh, that would be so beautiful. Oh, it would be great. Anyways, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that one out later on. I'm gonna have to make that happen for me. Okay, I have to mention this one, the Milani Ungilded Most Loved Mattes. So if you're a matte person, this, or even if you're not, but this is a staple that I think everybody should have. But look at this right here. You want a matte look that is quality? This Milani Ungilded Most Loved Mattes, this is the palette for you. It is top notch. I think it's one of the best mattes on the planet. You've got like this brighter kind of orange right here, but then you've got this like deeper one right here. You've got some browns here. You've got kind of a mid-tone orange here. You've got this one up here. It's like a light brown, and then you've got like a burgundy here. A great palette for fall. Great palette for fall. Odin's Eye, Cat's Breath. I got you. I had to. Look at that. I mean, you take this brown with this orange and then that like shimmer color. I mean, just stunning palette. And Odin's Eye, they always come through with the quality. You can't beat Odin's Eye. The quality is good. As an indie brand, just kind of like Ace Beauty, like they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Okay, so my favorite, oh man, I'm a mess. My favorite fall palette, and it has been my favorite high-end palette that I purchased in 2022. It is still going strong in 2023. I know I haven't used it a lot lately, but it's the Huda Beauty Empowered Palette. It is phenomenal, you guys. Look at this. It just screams fall time. You can really get some stunning, amazing looks. If I was told that I could only have one fall palette for the rest of my life, I would cry and I would be sad, but I would pick Huda Beauty's Empowered Palette. As far as fall palettes go, you know, for fall looks, this is, oh, it's stunning. These two gold shades here, Limitless and Charisma, are probably two of the best gold shades I think I've ever used in any palette ever. They are just the swatch, the swatch did not do it justice. It did not do it justice. It did not. I'm telling you, it did not do it justice. If you have this palette, then you know how stunning those shades are in person. I think they're just so reflective and they're so glittery in a way that is very flattering. The cameras can't even pick up on it. Even if I had a $2,000 camera, I don't think it would be able to. So, but that is my final palette that I have. But I do want to show some love to some Teemu palettes that I have purchased. And one of them happens to be the knockoff of the Huda Beauty Empowered palette. I mean, it's uncanny. The yeah, this one fell out. It came to me broken. That's why. Let me show them to you side by side. All right, so real Huda Beauty, Teemu. Really? They look really similar. And to be honest, you guys, when I did the comparison, if you don't want to spend $69, the Teemu one was just as good until you can, maybe save the money, or maybe until you want to pull the trigger on something more expensive. But if you're just starting out with makeup, go with the Teemu. I would never say go spend $70 on a palette. Start with Teemu. Once you get a skill built up, then you move on to the higher brands. All right, so let me show you some other kind of dupes from Teemu. This is the Teemu Huda Mojave Love Fest. It's the knockoff, but this one is another good quality palette, you guys. I used it. I prefer the Huda Beauty formula, but this was just as good, you guys. It worked really well, and it would achieve very beautiful fall look. If Teemu still has the links for these, I'll link everything below. But, and here's another one, a Teemu palette. It's called Teemu Wild Child. No, Wild Child. No, it's not ColourPop. Wild Tiger. Again, it's another Huda, dupe. But look at this. Perfect for fall. And I did use this, and I did achieve a very beautiful look. I mean, the mattes blended beautifully. The shimmers worked really well. I mean, I can't say, enough good stuff. Another Teemu dupe is the nude, it just says nude stunning Langmani on there. But look at this. Look at these beautiful berries. You can get a very stunning, beautiful berry look. Deep, rich berries. Oh, would be beautiful for fall time. And the quality on this is good. It's good, you guys. I mean, so anyway, so you guys, tell me, what do you think? Those are all the palettes that I think would be really great for fall time. I'm going to start using these a little bit more. If there was any palette that I showed you that you want me to do a tutorial on,